The way I look at pitches is like fly fishing. You go to a fly fishing shop and you go in there and you say, "What's the bait?" And they're like, "Well, there's like 7,000 different flies." And you're just like, "Oh, jeez."
Mm. Role play time. We've got Sam Taggart on from D2D Experts. How you doing, sir?
Good, man.
So, what's the best scenario that we should queue up? I don't know that I'm going to be the best pitcher on this
No, you're
particular
the
thing.
customer. You'll be the
Okay.
customer, and I'll knock your
Okay.
door.
And
Um,
what are you? I guess I'll figure out what you're pitching me. Knock
well,
me, bro.
I mean, do we want to go realistic or do we want to go like more comical?
Let's
So I
do
have
realistic and then let's do
okay,
comical at the end as a treat.
all right. Let's do roofing because that's the majority of
Yeah.
your roof. So I'll give you
Yes.
my basic roofing pitch.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting on my robe. I always like do like a female voice on these, and everyone roasts me in the comments. But this time I'm gonna do an old man. Hello, hey, how's it
Hey,
going, young man?
hey, sir, sorry to bug you. You're the homeowner, right?
Yes,
Is this
yes.
is this the Brown residence? Just want to make sure I have the right house.
Is this the Brown residence, Margaret? Hey, yeah, yes, it is. No, yes,
So, all right, you must be Tim then.
yes.
Cool. Did Stephanie next door tell you I'd already be coming by?
Oh no.
She did it? Oh man, I'll make sure I get on her for that. Anyway, we're just here basically helping out this neighborhood with phase one of the projects that are going to be going on. You're gonna see a lot of trucks coming through here over the next 2 to 4 weeks. We just want to let you know what's going on. So basically, phase one for those that are actually a little bit more proactive, we're actually taking care of all the upfront costs minus their deductible from their insurance, where we'll actually see if we can't replace the roofs around here. Most of these roofs over the next 3 to 5 years are going to need to get replaced anyway. And so what we found is about 6 months ago, there was a storm. And so it actually triggers an opportunity for you to get potentially paid by your insurance company, your entirety of your roof. Not everybody does qualify for our program. We have a couple different things. So if you're a fit, you might qualify for phase one where it get the whole thing covered. If not, it might be that you're in phase two or phase three. And so my job is really simple. I just hop up there like I just did with Stephanie. And if your house is anything like hers, was yours built in 1985? Kind of same time frame?
This was 1969.
Oh, so a little older. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So this will probably even make more sense. Are you the original owner here, or
No, I'm the second owner.
so you've been here for a while then?
Yeah.
You like it? Seems like a pretty nice neighborhood.
We love the neighborhood. I don't think ours would get covered by a storm. We actually were wanting that, but I didn't think there was anything really that got damaged.
Awesome. That's actually why I'm here. So I'm actually one of the only trained um, inspectors in this community right now. And so what my job is to take the photos and see if your house is even a good fit or not. And if it is, then awesome. If it isn't, meaning your roof's in complete immaculate shape, you're going to feel really the warm and fuzzies knowing that you had a certified inspector up there, knowing what they're talking about and actually doing a full inspection for you. And the cool part about right now is while I'm out here, I actually have the ladder in the truck and I have another one I got to go do here in about 15 minutes. So I'm just trying to get this one knocked out before I go do that other one. And then I'll hop down, show you the photos, and be in and out of your hair just to make sure that we get you checked off our list. So I'll get that done real quick, and I'll show you what we find. It doesn't cost you anything, and then that way we can kind of go to step two if it makes sense. If not, then I'll be in and out of your hair, and I'll be off to my next one. Sound fair?
Mm,
And I'll turn around and walk away. It's like at that point, it's not a question. It's just like,
yeah.
cool, see you later.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
You got the presumptive. Okay. Yeah. I try to do more objections on these
Yeah,
because
you
people
can't.
think
I control the conversations. It's hard to.
people people always roast me and tell me I didn't do enough objections. And so I try to knock them in there, but you did kind of make it kind of impossible almost to do objections, just to be clear to the
Yeah,
audience.
like I try to 8 mile any objection before it even comes up. So I was overcoming, a
15
lot.
minutes. The 15
Yeah,
minute
like,
thing is overcoming my time objection, which is
well,
what
I'm
I
like,
would
I
really
gotta
have.
go. I'm like, hey, I gotta
Yeah.
get. Like,
Yeah.
I actually gotta run. So then when you're like, I'm busy, I'm like, yeah, me too. I've actually got to run to my next one.
Yeah.
it's like, it's
And
like
there's kind of some framing things in there
a
around that
lot
where
of
it's like
framing.
your time is valuable. I don't I almost am like it's a little bit of work for you, but you're going to get it done. You know, it's just a frame where it's like you're prizing yourself and your time. And I'm feeling a little competitive with your, you know what I mean?
I'm
My
not sure
time's
if you
valuable. You know what I mean?
I'm pulling back way more than pushing, so it
Yeah.
makes it hard for you to pull back too.
Okay. I like that. Um, like I was down in Peoria, Illinois this last week, and I did a I did a door knock, and my pitch was that if there wasn't any damage, I would get up there and document. Yeah, I was like this kind of similar thing, but I was like, I'll take pictures and then I'll give them to you so that you'll have them. I think
That's a good
that's
line.
kind.
That's a good
Yeah,
approach.
so
So you
that
think,
you have them in case a storm does roll through. You'll have before and afters.
yeah, that's a great way to get on a roof. The way I look at pitches is like fly fishing. You go to a fly fishing shop and you go in there and you say, "What's the bait?" And they're like, "Well, there's like 7,000 different flies." And you're just like, "Oh, geez."
Mm,
So you kind of have to say, "Okay, where am I fishing? What's the season? What's the
yeah.
situation?" And then match the fly to the neighborhood or that area.
Mm,
And sometimes down to the individual, right? And so
yeah.
it's just figuring out, I'd probably give like maybe 10 core structural, like,
Yeah.
you think of like a fly that sits on top of the water is one structure, one that sits under the water is another one that's like a fuzzy, and then ones that's more of a hard, you know what I mean? And those are
Yeah,
all
I
like
could say
structural
that because it was
nomenclature.
an old man, the certified inspector thing might be a little bit more like appealing to the old man potentially.
Yeah, or I might go slow down with the old man. I might just be like, "Oh my gosh, tell me like all about this neighborhood." I might
Yeah.
I might build a little bit more rapport with that guy that
Yeah.
maybe some other people I'm a little bit more direct to the point. Or,
You're not
so
you're not a little scared that like if you say a name, they'll be like, I actually don't know Sandra or whatever it was.
not the way that I started that,
Okay.
because it's like next door, I knew
Yeah.
your name, and you're like, "How did I know your name?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I've created this natural credibility and trust
Mm.
immediately that
Do you
it's
actually
kind of
do that? Do you actually try to like figure people's out names before you?
100%.
Is that something you're willing to share how you do that?
So we have an app that we've built called the D2D CRM. So if anybody's interested in that, that actually has the homeowner's data built into it. So that
Mm.
before you even show up. But the other way to do it is just ask the neighbors. You find that
Yeah.
nosy Nancy that's like knows everybody. Hey, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
Yeah.
You just write it down.
Okay. That's a move. All right, let's do the comical one as a treat. What's the idea? What's the idea here?
I don't know. You pick a product. I'll go the same framework that we just did,
Mm.
just with different widget.
Well, I need a cold plunge right now, so sell me a cold plunge door to door. Hello, hello.
Hey, sorry to bug you. Are you Mr. Brown?
Yes.
I'll be super quick. We're just the ones that are helping the health and wellness in the area. Not that like you have any problems with health, wellness, or anything like that. We just found that a lot of the neighbors around here have been really itching to kind of keep up with the times. You've probably seen like people like, do you know who like Wim Hof is, or any of like the kind of more fitness type people? Do you follow any of that
Yeah,
stuff on
I love Wim Hof breathing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you've probably seen he does a lot of the ice plunges. What we're doing today in your neighborhood is we're selecting 3 homes to actually install more of an upscale ice plunge or cold plunge in their homes
Mm.
at a super discount, because we know that over the next 3 to 5 years, that's just going to become more of the norm. A lot of people are retrofitting kind of wellness centers into their homes, whether it's like saunas, cold plunges, steam showers, things like that. Just because it's like the value of health and the value of actually self-care has gone way up, whether it's meditation rooms, etc. And so what we found is just kind of taking a more proactive approach and coming out to homeowners and giving it to them at basically half cost, instead of waiting for them to like eventually pick up with the trend and realize that how beneficial it is for their health and wellness. So have you ever done a cold
I'd
plunge?
be very interested in that.
Yeah.
What what is like the range of costs that I'd be looking at?
It just depends. Like I said, we actually are only selecting 3 on your street today where we do this with. Not everybody's a good fit for our program. We're looking for vocal people that actually have like a decent health and wellness regimen. And so we ask you a series of like 2 or 3 questions to make sure you are a good fit, so we can give you that discount. Is it cool if I step in real quick? I'll kind of show you how that works.
Sure. Well, I want it. I want a cold plunge.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to figure out what this costs because I need to make a decision. I do think that that's something, like as a prospect, I'm almost like feigning. People do this. They feign interest and then to try to get more information quick. You know that like as a salesperson, a lot of young buck salesperson people will like,
They grow up. You notice what I did? I pulled back. Well, I don't
yeah.
even know if I can do this for you. And so I followed the actual same 5 steps. And so when we do our trainings, we teach a lot of this. It's like your pitch is your intro, your what, your why, pull back, transition. So if you actually rewatch that, I followed the same exact 5 steps as I did in roofing, as I did in cold plunge.
Say them one more time.
So your intro, your what, your why, pull back, transition. And so like I could implement any product at any moment and any customer, follow the same 5 steps. And what's funny, I just started a new show. It'll come out here, and it's called Will It Sell? And I went to a neighborhood 2 weeks ago, and I said, give me random shit. And we thought of chrome detailing. And so that was my first product I had to go knock. So I went and knocked doors for chrome detailing, and within 2 people I talked to, I sold the second person. Meaning I can't detail your car. I can only clean the chrome around your car, meaning the handles and the tire rims.
That's cool.
And like just random shit.
Yeah.
And within the same framework, I'm like, geez, like, and it works. I don't care what the product is, whether you're doing HVAC or whatever. Like if you can learn sales, a widget's a widget. That's what we teach.
Well, I hope everyone wrote those 5 down.
And it has a whole chapter around this concept, Any Way You Kill, where it breaks down those 5 steps. So step 3, the why. Step 2, the what. You know what I mean? It kind of really helps you understand the psychology of like what I just did.
Do you think this would be good for my team to read?
100%. Can you just want to hire? Yeah.
Even if they're herbivores? Even if they're herbivores?
It's a sales book. It teaches the pitch, the close, the objection handling, the psychology, the presentation, the body language, the nonverbals.
Yeah.
It's a sales book.
All right, we're gonna eat what you kill. And tell me a little bit about your event real quick for the folks that don't know about it.
So Door to Door Con is our main event where we get thousands of people, and they're not just all door to door. I mean, we found that so many people that are just into a sales conference, the community at that has been great. But every January in Utah, we do a big event. And then we have smaller events like business boot camp, sales manager boot camp, and recruiting boot camp. And those are more smaller, 30 to 50 people room. And we do those monthly at our office in Salt Lake. So if you're interested, go to the ddexperts.com, look for events, and that'll show a series of our calendar of like when all those events are.
Awesome. I just grabbed 3 of those books for me and my team, and I'm excited to read the book. Thank you, brother, for being on.
Thanks, man.
And this is not the podcast. This is just a role play, but more role play on our channel. Check it out.
Love it.
Okay, agency, subscribe. Thank you, guys.